So for your behind the scenes reading, I just shuffled the cards and it took so long that I just restarted the video. So what's going on with you is you were looking towards your future. You were looking ahead. You probably were planning for ahead. Yeah, you definitely were making plans for your future. You were waiting on your ships to come in. And I feel like you probably have put in a lot of work towards this future that you were envisioning, that you were seeing. And you knew that time was coming for you. That person has a feather. Well, not has a feather, but the bird looks like he's dropping a feather or leaving a feather. So you had a piece of insight somehow. Um, it's almost like you had a guide making sure that whatever work that you were putting into in order to receive something back, that was happening. And I feel like you maybe felt like you were definitely guided when it comes to this vision of the future, this plan that you had for the future or something like that. But somebody walked away from someone. Oh, I feel like maybe you walked away from someone due to the envisioning of this future that you had. I definitely feel like you were being visionary, and you definitely were being guided to walk away. Yeah, to end something, to change, to transform the emotional reciprocation, because you walked away feeling unfulfilled. It wasn't reciprocated. Whatever you gave out, you felt like you didn't get it back. And I feel like you probably thought about this at night all the time. While sleeping, yeah. You probably dreamed about things being unreciprocal. And so you had to end things. That's what's going on with you. What's going on behind the scenes, what you may not be seeing, what you probably don't know, maybe not the full story, you probably know a little bit, but not the full story, is wow. Someone, okay, behind the scenes, this could have either been happening to you or to someone you wanted to bring a love offer to. Yeah, the person you had to walk away from, this is what was going on with them. Someone, a very truth seeking type of energy, somebody who sits in a position of power, power of communication, power of ruling things. Somebody was I feel like questioning this person. I feel like someone was making somebody feel like something might happen based on the questioning or the speculation. It's like they were being, I'm not gonna say watched, but they were definitely being told. They were being given commands, and it's almost like these commands that they were being given, they felt like they would be. They felt like somehow their livelihood or their future maybe was at risk based on the speculation they were receiving that you don't know about, because this is your behind the scenes, okay? Your person that you walked away from, I feel like you probably didn't want to walk away, but you walked away because you was like, man, you know what? This ain't looking good for my future. This ain't looking good for what's ahead. So I'm walking away. It's like I have plans for what is going to happen in the future. I know what I should be receiving, and I'm gonna walk away from this situation and end it, close it out, because I'm not receiving what I want. The reason why you weren't receiving what you want is because that person was being under speculation of some sort, and I feel like they were made to sit down and not do anything while chaos was probably happening to you or around, not around them, but outside of them. Like chaos was happening in the distance. Destruction was happening in the distance, and this person was made to sit and not do anything, not take any action. And it's almost like if they were to take any action, they were threatened to not take any of that action before they would even get the chance to. And that action could be bringing you a love offer. That's crazy. Well, I guess I wouldn't say it's crazy because I don't know how this resonates with anybody, but yeah, you walked away from somebody because behind the scenes they were being told to not give you an offer. Wow, now that is kind of deep. I'm like, that made more sense just now. And behind the scenes, that person was they had to oversee a community. They had to oversee. They had to give and receive in a whole nother area that involved a lot of people, a lot of mouths to feed, a lot of people to tend to, a lot of different roofs to be under. This had something to do with their work. Like whatever kind of work they did, that work demanded them to not speak to you. No, I'm sorry, not speak to you, but that work demanded of them to not bring you a love offer. This is specifically a love offer. That's it. They were told to isolate themselves from you when it comes to love, offer, and emotions, and things being sweet and gentle and all of that. It's like they were controlled. They had fear instilled in them. Because the Queen of Swords is somebody that you don't really want to go up against the Queen of Swords. Like the Queen of Swords already knows the truth. She just tells you what she wants you to communicate back to her so that she can know more information. And I feel like in the background there was destruction being created for probably you. And the person that you had to walk away from was told not to do anything, not to help that person. Don't help that person. Don't do anything. Isolate yourself from them, isolate them somehow. Just whatever you do, don't bring this love offer to them. Because you have a community, you have a whole nother community of people that that would like for you to juggle this lifestyle. And in order for you to juggle this lifestyle, you got to put on a show. You got to put on a show. And they probably didn't say to that person that they have to put on a show, but that's what this person ended up having to do. They had to create, they were trying to find balance in being who they were and who they were with you. I feel like who they were with you was definitely an act. So then what's the advice? The advice the advice is to trust that you moving on was the right thing. Yep. You moving on was the right thing. That was your fortune. You walking away, dating the situation. You were able to see that wow, what I just felt is that person who you walked away from, they didn't know that you knew. Because you went within. They didn't know that you went within to figure out what was going on. And they also didn't know that whatever darkness was really over them was only over them. You had your own skill and your own way of maneuvering through the dark and figuring things out. Fighting with negative energies, controlling or transmutating negative energies and making them work for you. It's like you became the badass in the dark. And this person had a lot of darkness around them, And so they were putting on a show, but little to them, little what am I trying to say? Little did they know, damn. Little did they know this darkness would not hurt you. It would just enhance you. They didn't know that. They most definitely did not know that. And so they kept up with it. They kept it up. They kept juggling the idea of, giving and being with this community who was demanding of them via work to be reciprocal as long as they don't give you a love offer. They were with it. They were cool with it. Well, I'm not gonna say cool with it. They had to do it. It was like, it had something to do with their work. They were moving towards financial security, like a promise. It's like they were moving towards an energy that would make them very stable. But I feel like this stability was. I feel like the stability wasn't really what they wanted, I guess, in the end or in the long run, because what they really wanted was to bring you a love offer. But I feel like they thought that they could do this. They thought that they could keep up this act. And I don't know if they had a deadline or whatever, but I feel like at some point they thought that they could do this until they realized that you were not a fool to what was going on. And so you started to walk away. And I feel like that is when this person decided to heal. They decided to heal too. I think what's going on right now is they are deciding to heal. But that doesn't mean that you have to return. Your destiny and your blessing comes from walking away. And I think that's to teach you something about walking away from people or walking away from situations that are non-reciprocal. That creates a strength within you, within your belief of self, that you will be okay. Maybe you'll realize after some time goes by that when you walked away from this person, things started happening for you or will start happening for you. And I know that sounds like kind of jacked up to say, oh, well, if you walk away from this person who you care about a lot, you're going to start receiving blessings. This card just fell out by itself. You're going to start receiving blessings. But sometimes that is most definitely the case, because the energy that you apply to a person, to a situation, a job, whatever, wherever, if you spend too much time focusing on that thing, even though you're not doing that thing 24 hours a day, you're only doing that thing for 8 hours a day or whatever, it's like the time that's left, you have to allocate energy towards different things so that you can still manifest and still receive and still move forward without blockages and things like that, right? But this energy, it's almost like it kept you thinking about it during other times where you could have been thinking about other things and doing other things, and it was creating blocks for you. It was. But the good thing is, you walking away from this person allowed them to heal. I don't know what that means for you, though. Well, for you, you're good. I feel like you're good. Yeah, there's no more needing to defend, to protect yourself from this energy. It's like you wiped out the competition, not even knowing that there was competition. You didn't know. But by you continuously giving to the situation, it would have drained you. And now if there's an intention behind you being drained, I don't know. But don't nobody want to be drained, blocked from their blessings, when they can really be a 10 of Pentacles. You feel me? Don't nobody want that. So that's your message, collective. Hopefully you guys like that message. If you do, go ahead and send me a big old thumbs up. Let me know that you enjoyed it. That lets other people know that you enjoy it as well. If you guys would like a reading from me personally, that's totally fine. I'm cool with giving out personal readings. Just know that if you don't hear my voice prior to you receiving the reading, like me talking to you, saying your name and all of that, then it's not real. That's not coming from me, okay? That's not coming from me. You and I are going to talk first before we have your reading. We're going to speak word to word, ear to ear on the phone, even face to face if you guys are local to where I'm at. But just don't get scammed. Joanna the scammer's out here somewhere, and I don't know how she get down, but she gets down with the scams. Okay, so just be careful. Talk to you guys soon. I love you.